You watched my previous video where I told you about 50 times that your dream was still alive and within you. And I probably sounded like a broken record, but oh well, that's what I'm here for. And that's why you have clicked on this video because you still have some doubts. I know you do. You still have doubts. And that's fair. To be honest, like I understand that you might not believe that you can still achieve that dream. But like I said in the last video, you definitely can. So, we're going to get into how you can make that dream a reality in part one. So, before we continue, please make sure you like this video and you subscribe to this channel. So, we're getting down to business. Let's get into it. How can you turn your dream into a reality? Get your notebook and get your pen or get your laptop or your iPad, whatever you take your notes on, that is what I want you to pull out right now. We're going to get into it. So, how in the world can you turn your dream into reality? Well, first, what I'm going to have you do is write down what that dream is at the top of your paper, your iPad, your notebook, your tablet, whatever it is. Write down that dream at the top of your paper. This is because the dream is living inside of you, right? But it's only inside of you. It's never out. You never speak about it. It's just living up in your head, within your heart. But you need to put it on some paper. You need to put it on your notebook. You need to put it wherever. Like I said, the iPad, the laptop, the notebook, your notes section on your phone, wherever. You just need to write it out. You need to have it visually where you can see it daily. So keep that in mind also. You want it to be where you can see it all of the time. So you're going to write out what that dream is, no matter how small that dream is or how big it is. Whatever the dream is, it's important to you. It's a dream that you have always had. So my dream, this is not true, but as an example, my dream is to run a 5K. I have wanted to do this 5K forever, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I couldn't do it. So I just never pursued it. This is my dream that I have. So my dream that I'm going to write on the top of this paper is to run a 5K. The next thing you have to do, okay, so let me make sure you wrote your dream down, right? Okay, yes, you wrote your dream down. Before we move to the next step, you wrote your dream down, okay? Please make sure you wrote your dream down or you typed it up. Please get it out of your head, okay? Because it's stuck in your head and you're just thinking that you can't achieve it. Well, how can you achieve it if you don't make it visually appealing to you or you don't make sure that you can see it all the time? Write it down, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to break this larger dream that you have into some smaller steps, okay? We're not going to achieve the dream overnight. That is just not going to happen. So that's what you probably thought when I told you in the last video that your dreams are still achievable. You probably were like, okay, so how do I do it? Like, you said it's achievable. How do I do it? Well, I told you just now you cannot do it overnight. So we need to break these things down into some smaller steps. And when I say small, I mean small. These steps are not meant to overwhelm you, but they are meant to bring you along the process and move you even closer to that dream that you have. So I said that I wanted to run a 5K, right? One of the first things I probably will do is start jogging 30 minutes every single day. I'm going to jog every single day because I want to run a 5K. No, I'm not going to jog every single day. After not running beforehand, after not even jogging in my life, why would I start jogging? Why would that be the first thing I do is to start jogging? That is not a small step. That is not a small step that I'm going to start taking at first. The first step that I'm going to take to get to running a 5K, to get to my dream of running a 5K, I am going to start perhaps walking every single day, maybe for 30 minutes, or doing a slight, what do you call it? A speed walk, like a speed walk. I'm going to be doing speed walking maybe like every day or every other day just to build my stamina, just to get more comfortable with being outside and doing a walk, for instance. So that leads me up to eventually jogging and to running. But I just need to get comfortable with doing some faster pace walking. So that is going to be my small step that I'm going to start doing. Let's use another example, for instance. You want to land your dream job. You've been looking to do a career change for the longest. Like it's something that you've been wanting to do forever, but you just never pursued it. You never thought about doing it. A small step that you can do that's free. And if you have it, you can go on LinkedIn, you can search up the industry that you're interested in. You can see the people that pop up. You can connect with somebody on LinkedIn and just ask them some questions about the industry that they're in. That's it. More, it's like an informational interview with that person. But I can see how this can be kind of intimidating. That can be an intimidating task, right? That's a small step, but depends on what level you're at. So, to take it even smaller, what you can do is do some research online, go on Google, go on the other sites that you do your searches on. You can do some research in the industry that you're interested in. Say that you have been interested in this industry, but you don't know a lot, but you want to know some more. Go on to Google, do some searches about this industry, learn all you need to know about this industry. That is your small step. That is getting you one step closer to your bigger dream of taking that career change, landing your dream job. That is a small step. Now, what is the purpose of the smaller steps? The purpose of the smaller steps are so that you are not overwhelmed by this larger goal, by this larger thing that you want to achieve, which is the dream that you have. It's to help you so you're not overwhelmed, so you're not overthinking, and then so you don't eventually say, oh my gosh, I cannot do this. I don't even care anymore. And then you eventually give up. Those smaller steps are to help you manage the larger dream even better. They are to help you get to the next steps that you need to take to eventually achieve that dream. So that is what the smaller steps are for. They're not meant to overwhelm you. They're not meant to cause you to overthink. They're not meant to make you want to give up and quit on yourself, but they're instead there to help you get to the next level, get to the next step. So with the examples that I gave, running a 5K, I'm going to start walking, speed walking first. I'm not going to immediately start jogging because then I'm going to probably, one, I'm going to pass out, okay, because I don't run. Why would I start jogging when I know I don't run? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to start jogging at first. I'm going to start walking. If you want a new job, you're going to find people in that industry and you're going to talk to them online, or you're going to do some of your own research and you're learning about the industry. Now, I don't want to give you too much in this video because we're going to go over how you can manage those smaller steps, what you need to do to manage those smaller steps so that you don't fall off, because that's the easy part, right? Is like naming what your dream is, okay, because it's been within you all of this time. That's the easy part, is naming it and then maybe coming up with some of these smaller steps. The next part, which is making sure you're consistent in doing those steps, that's probably the harder part because that involves you actually taking the action. And usually when it comes to taking some action that we haven't had to take before, it becomes very uncomfortable for us. It makes us feel that because it's hard and because it's something that we haven't done, sometimes we don't know how to deal with that. And we start to feel like, I don't actually want to do this. When you do want to do it, it's just that you haven't done this particular thing before. So you give up and you quit. And then what happens? That dream that you once had is now still a dream. It's still within you, but now because something has become hard to do, you don't want to do it. So we don't want that to happen. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about how you can make sure your action steps are actually happening and you're actually consistent with those things. But I want you to start off small. I don't want to overwhelm you in this video because I do understand how it can be overwhelming. So we're going to do another video where we're going to talk about how you can be consistent with your action steps and how you can schedule them into your calendar, and also how you can find some help to make sure you're taking those steps. So just to go over what we're doing today in this video until the next, we're going to be writing down our dreams, and then we're going to be coming up with some smaller steps that we can be taking. Let's come up with 3 to 5 steps that you can take to get to your dream. And remember, these can be very small steps. I hope this video helps you today. Please remember to like it, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you're going to be trying to achieve this dream that you've had forever and you're excited to get started. Let me know what you think, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.